Okay, so this is my reflection of my Twitter bingo that I had to fill out, and that is due by tomorrow. And looking at it, I did get some bingos. There are a couple that I did not have a chance to fill out. One of them being participate in Sat Chat or Sun Chat, quote something you found interesting to WSU Cohort 1. I did participate in a Sat Chat one morning, but I forgot to quote something to the cohorts. And Sat Chat and Sun Chat are kind of funny ones for me because I've participated here and there, but they're a little too overwhelming to me. And at times I feel like because so many people are participating, that conversations get lost, or I'm not really able to jump into a conversation. And so I may get some information out of it, but there's less interaction at times that I typically try to stay away from both of them. And I have tried to give them a chance, but it just, every time I do it, I get more frustrated than I do get anything out of participating in those. So that's, I don't know, that's just how I feel. But I did participate in one throughout this bingo activity, but I forgot to share the information. Another one that I think I could check off, but I'm not 100% sure, is sharing my blog to my discipline hashtag outside of the cohort hashtag. I don't think I officially assigned one of like a tech hashtag to it, but I did add the totally awesome or the weird ed hashtag. And I think I've gotten, I get little feedback here and there from things that I've shared, maybe not directly on the blog post, but with comments on Twitter. Another one that I did not fill out was share an inspirational video to WSU cohort, and I think that's just one of those things. I'm not one to, although I did do that now, I think. So I'm going to have to check the one about the interview, or not interviewing the students, telling the students, how important they are and how much they matter. So I might have just done that yesterday with I can't remember for sure if I put the WSU hashtag. That's what, with a lot of these things on the bingo board, as much as I was trying to do it, I wouldn't always have it right by me, so I would forget to do some of the things. And then I would look back on this and, I did a lot of them, but I maybe forgot to put a hashtag, the Byron Bears hashtag on it, or the Byron Ed Chat hashtag on it. So that was probably part of my problem. And I think that's probably, because I'm already so involved in Twitter, that a lot of these things I do naturally, but I may have forgotten to record it accurately. I also did not go off the grid for 24 hours for one full day, no technology. And had I had a little bit more time, I think I would have gotten to that point and tried it. It just didn't ever seem to work out in my schedule to do it before today. I definitely, although it may or may not seem like it, there are definitely chunks of a day when I'm not online at all for, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, where I'm not checking in, and it just kind of varies on the day. But I do know that I am not online as much as I used to be. I definitely still check in at odd hours of the night, or if I can't sleep. But it would be interesting to be completely offline, for 24 hours. So I may still do that, and I may still blog about it. But sadly, that box was not filled out at all. So maybe I will give it a try another time. Some of the other things So what I scored was probably 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4 bingos, which wasn't so like a 4.5. I guess I would have gotten because I did not get the blackout. I did like the openness of the activity. It did make me try a couple of things that I probably haven't done before with Twitter. But again, because I'm already so familiar with Twitter and use it so much, part of it for me was just that without it being right there by my side, I wasn't necessarily following the directions to a T. But I did like the openness. I did learn, some different things and to think about how I use Twitter and maybe some of the things that I might share on Twitter a little differently. And that's about it. I definitely enjoyed doing it. I think it's a great activity for those people who are just beginning on Twitter. I definitely enjoyed Tracy Lerman coming down and asking me questions or, asking me, what does this mean? Like, she asked me what the hashtag FF means and how does it work? And that was fun to be able to show her those things and share those types of things with her. So that piece of the bingo was definitely a big plus for me in that Tracy and I could connect and share and learn from each other on Twitter. So there you have it. That's my reflection.